Phew, what a year. Hi, it's me, Byron Nominal-Howitzer, recounting the year that was. Hello, normal, non-famous people. It's Byron Nominal-Howitzer here, a famous person, talking to you as an equal. Hey, it's me, Byron Nominal-Howitzer. Two-time winner of the Webbies, one-time winner of the WebXs. Oof! As you know, my good friend Corey Feldman has been filling in for me recently, as I've been off with exhaustion in a day spa for the last 8 months. This video was made possible by Dollar Dogs, as without a sponsor, I probably wouldn't have bothered. My friend, Vincent D'Onofrio, would totally help out. He could do lights. He has his own truck. Well, his dad has a truck. And I want to let you guys know that I totally get it, and I take full responsibility for this slip-up, but I was not to blame. I know all sorts of industry people. One of them are Culkins, even. Also, don't forget to turn off adblock, or are you some sort of communist? Star Wars, a solo story, is the best film ever made. Oh, what's that, Fabio? Oh, some breaking news. Well, how exciting. Often on Chill News we have breaking news because we're journalists. Oh, wow, people are reacting to Ant-Man and the Wasp, and they love it, as do I, because it's a great film, probably the best I've ever seen, actually. And to reiterate, I think that this is one of the best films ever made. You don't know it isn't. I know this is a divisive issue and a lot of you want to know what I think. Well, here it is. No beating around the bush. Nothing like that. The Last Jedi is obviously one of the best films I've ever seen. You don't know what other films I've ever seen. Go. Now, remember that my job is obviously dependent on getting access to premieres and appeasing fans, but I can assure you that I am 100% impartial. Chris Pratt and Ron Howard's daughter, Bryce Dallas Texas Howard, are there to save the Raptors, because Raptors are people too, and are smart enough to be soldiers. Or at least Coast Guard. Deeply flawed, but brilliant. Which I got to see early this month before release, because I am an important film critic. Do you think important or respected? Because I am an important and respected film critic. Someone tried to tell me the other day that Star Wars is an analogy of the Vietnamese-US War. No, it's set in a galaxy far, far away. It's got a princess in it. Who's that meant to be? Ho Chi Minh? Not all movies can be made with originality, okay? It's 2018. There's only so much that can go around. I was right about what I said about Laura Linney, and I was right about what I said about the brilliant CGI gorillas, and by God I stand by my statement that the film needed more Bruce Campbell, who I know very well, by the way, and who throws great parties. See you on Thursday, Bruce. Me and V-Duff are going to beat you at bowling again. If I wanted to think, I'd read a book, and I would not read a book. You're the one that needs help. You need help. Because that's a fucking ad hominem, you neckbeard. You need help. You're the... Welcome to the shill mill, Melon of Nuremberg. You need help. I'm sorry if I offended you, alright? You know, I know people on the left and the right. And just chill out. You know, but I understand the outrage. I am outraged too. You know? And I did nothing wrong. Because I know M. Night, you know, not well, but I know him. Sometimes we walk our dogs together, and after principal photography, he came to me. You know, I don't know him well, but you know, he's someone that sometimes seeks my advice, as many people are. And you know, people talk about aura, and I know it sounds like foofy bullshit, but and it is. I mean, there's no proof that there's aura, but I could just tell that his aura was different. You know? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Fabio knows what I'm saying. You can just tell. It was just, you know, it went from like, sort of like, I don't want to say beige, but like a mustard yellow sort of thing. You know when you print out a document and you highlight something in yellow, but you print it out and it's like this horrible brown. It went from that to like a really serious blue. I'm not saying that means anything, but the film is wonderful. We get even more well-drawn characters. There's Sophie Byron, daughter of Archie, funny, quirky, big boobs for her body type, and take that, sexists out there, she's only a bloody doctor of technology. If you take the time to go through the credits, you can actually see for yourself that 3 of the 17 writers were women, and I think it really shows. Not every movie can be a Karate Kid reboot or the Smurfs, and sometimes you have to put out your Aaron Eckhart movie every now and then, you know. And yeah, it's your job as a lover of cinema to go and see that stuff.
even if you don't want to.
Also, there's Wes Smith, who is black and wears a computer on or embedded into his wrist. He's funny too, and educated, but not at all threatening. Take that, racists.
They didn't have to make it so long, but they did because they care. Because it's all about the fans. Disney is all about the fans. Because they care. So go see it. And I know that there's been a lot of stuff around of people saying things like, it's a shameless, artless cash-in. Disney don't do shameless, artless cash-ins. They don't just use any IP just for money. Disney aren't about money. I mean, you might as well just admit that your entire childhood was an infomercial. Can we just get it to $1 billion at the box office? Is that so much to ask? Can we just get it to $1 billion? Because people work really hard. And people's lives depend on this movie doing well, alright? Yeah? It's the best movie ever made. Or do you hate America? Dickhead.
Also, be sure to check out my spoiler-free review of Mortal Kombat. Ooh, does it hold up? Is Sub-Zero in it? What about Liu Kang? What do I think of the 90s aesthetic? I'm not going to tell you because you're going to have to watch the video. And a big shout out to Warner Brothers for sponsoring me there.
It really is a delicious drink. Good for breaks, lunch, dinner, and even nights out. And I'm not just saying that to you. I am a man of honor. No one's talking about cartels, okay, or syndicates. No one said the word syndicate or racket.
There are 20 million shill coins that I pulled out of my arse. There can never be more, there can never be less. Unless I pull more out of my arse, but I promise I won't.
I'm like you guys. I'm a victim too. I was misled too. Although I agree that I shouldn't have agreed to take that money from Viacom, or Amazon, or the estate of Michael Crichton. That is totally antithetical to my beliefs. Check out the Shillmaster website. It's not gambling, alright? I know it looks like that, but it's not. I mean, there's gambling on it.
I'm a very trustworthy person, I promise you. Yes, I did meet Jeffrey Epstein, but only less than a dozen times, and I paid for all of my own prostitutes with my dad's credit card. The new Lord of the Rings TV series is out. I'm watching it as I type this, and also texting with my friend, Vincent D'Onofrio. My chain is better than your choin. Some people say that IMDb, which from what I can tell is completely separate from Amazon, has been, destroying negative reviews, which is frankly ridiculous. If they just started deleting reviews that they didn't like, they wouldn't need to keep any of the critics on the payroll.
That's so touching and emotional and sad and paradigm shift.
I know you might be thinking, oh no, this sounds like a sad film about people who are slowly dying. I don't want to see that. I'm living it. Don't worry. This film will not make you feel bad about yourself, your situation, your beliefs, or your ignorance. It's great.
Red China has the biggest population of capitalists in the world. Let's sell them a few Volvos.
I am a tech entrepreneur, futurist on the frontier of entrepreneurship, business meetings.
I believe what you guys believe in my constitutional right to meme and shitpost. It really is hard work doing what I do. Respect it. It shows that you can make a franchise with an outing once a year and not reduce quality in any way. Not reduce quality in terms of production value, not reduce quality in terms of maybe acting. In other news, Viggo Mortensen bought The Hobbit he wrote on the Lord of the... What's that saying? The fans loved it. As did I. For the same reasons. Alright, let's look at what we've got. Fabio. Yep. Thank you. Okay. Can't wait to see what we've got in there. Love reading letters from my fans. It's a cease and desist.
Every film is about people. People? I see people all the time. What I don't see is explosions and spaceships.
Angelina Jolie is a myth created by glossy magazines. There's no such actress. Do your research.
Meaning? What was the meaning of The Shining then? Don't get snowed in and go mental?
February saw European and local mercenaries re-enter Agoniland and systematic— Only joking! There's only a new flavour of Coca-Cola.
I like Spider-Man. But what if it was made this year? With actors that I know? That's what I want.
Also, check out my debate on who the best Captain Marvel is, with Serendipity, Filmbot, and the Super Duper Sumos. Well, I mean, not all of them. The one who killed himself isn't going to be there, is he?
Which brings me to my book, My Struggle, which charts my crazy, successful, meteoric rise from normal person to famous, successful, worthwhile person. Despite the haters.
Angry Birds 2 certainly did take the imagination of social media by storm, igniting much debate about whether the film was racist or not racist enough.
When I was younger, I thought I wanted to be a film director or something, but then I realised I wasn't very good at it, so I became a critic. But now I realise I'm not bothered about that either. I just want money. I'm off to go do something in my mansion, or drive my Lambo around and such, and I employ many people, so don't forget that. I'm raising these people up. A lot of people depending on me, free meal ticket and such. So get on Patreon, so I can keep the gravy train running for so many hangers-on. 10 out of 10. It gets my Nominal-Howitzer seal of approval.